Here's a name I can say from the Eradicator.
Hello and welcome to this channel, everybody. This is the Eradicator, and in this video we are going to talk about not Star Citizen close. We're going to talk about Squadron 42 development, and especially we are going to talk about the information that CIG is giving us via the roadmap as well as the roadmap roundup. And here I'm going to, well, it's not going to be a positive video, guys. I am going to call out CIG once again. I've done that a couple of weeks ago about the lack of transparency and information that we've had regarding Squadron 42. And unfortunately, it seems that this is a criticism that has not been heard. So this time I'm going to make another video. It will be a little bit harsher. I'm also going to make a thread on Spectrum. I'll put the link in the description down below if you guys want to contribute to that spread and make our voices heard if you agree with me. So here we go. Let's get started. But first, guys, before we get started, I want to talk about the giveaways, because this month I am giving away about $200 worth of game packages. I am giving away first an Aurora Legionnaire game package with Star Citizen and Squadron 42. All you need to do to get a chance of winning is to subscribe to this channel and to comment to any videos posted until CitizenCon. The winner will be announced during CitizenCon. I am also giving away a loot and scoop package, which includes a Drake Caterpillar, no, not yet, a Drake Cutlass, as well as a Drake Dragonfly. This one is brought to you by the Matadors. They are recruiting, by the way. Link in the description down below if you want to join an awesome organization that is, yeah, sure, on the other side of the law, but nevertheless, great fun guaranteed. This is a Patreon exclusive giveaway, though, so if you want to get a chance of winning, the link to my Patreon page is in the description down below. Any help is much appreciated. But guys, enough of that. Now let's get into our topic and let's talk about Squadron 42 development. And I am most unpleased, not about the delays. Again, as I said, I have absolutely nothing against delays, but I am most unpleased when it comes to information given by CIG themselves, because let's have a look at the roadmap roundup, for example, for November, and they did talk a little bit about Squadron 42. They said that some of the cards have moved from Q1 to Q2 2020, but there is absolutely nothing mentioned regarding Q3 of 2019, which is already overdue, guys, because we are in November. It's already November 3rd, so we are already over a month late, and there are quite a few features in Q3 2019 that are still under development. For example, the power system, which is supposed to improve to support systemic gameplay for power system, is still at 3 tasks out of 18. It's like they're basically started, or it's not even at a quarter completed. What the hell is going on here, guys? Seriously. Nav map to radar V2, it's half done. This is a very important feature, and we are definitely going to need nav map to this technology if we want to navigate and go around in the verse, especially for if you get to a new system that you're not familiar with, or players who are not very familiar with the verse. They are going to need that desperately. So this absolutely needs to be done, and there's only 4 tasks out of 8. So we want to know what's going on here. What are the blockers? What the bottlenecks are? Is it because of some technologies that are yet to come? Is it because of server-side object container streaming? We know it's also possible, because we know that SSOCS is also going to impact Squadron 42. So CIG has never communicated on that, and I think that it's not entitlement. As backers, we want to know what are the blocks. We want the transparency that CIG has promised us. And no, it's not being entitled, it's asking for promises to be delivered. Not just that, but the ships and vehicles is also a little bit worrisome. The Idris M is still stuck at 49 tasks out of 64. It doesn't seem to be making much progress either. The Javelin is at 60 out of 70, so it is a little bit of progress here, but still nothing fantastic. Still a little bit worrisome here to see that those massive capital ships are way late compared to what they're supposed to be, and this is a bit worrisome too, because for Q4 there's supposed to be 11. There are 11 entries in ships and vehicles, and there's only 1 completed, 7 in development. I mean, some of them are still being scheduled, like for example the Cutlass Red or the Hull C. So we don't know what's going on here. Are these capital ships going to slip into Q4, but then there's also the RSI Bengal in Q4 that they're supposed to finish. How are they going to finish the Bengal if the Idris and the Javelin are not finished? So that to me is very worrisome, and CIG needs to communicate on that. Not just that, but also another part of the roadmap that is quite overlooked, I would say, is the overview. So here it tells you basically where each of the milestones of the different chapters of Squadron 42, and it tells you in which quarter each part of the chapter is supposed to be finished. For example, here it says that chapter 1 is supposed to have its first part finished by quarter 3 of 2019. This is done, so here we're good, right? However, let's have a look at chapter 3. For example, chapter 3 is supposed to have its 4-part completed in quarter 3 2019, and if you look at what it is, they only finished part 3 in they barely completed part 3 in Q2. Actually, it's not even completed. We don't even have that check mark, so things are not looking fantastic here. And it's not just now you will say, but Iraz, some of these chapters are ahead of their time. Like for example, chapter 12 is already at 3 out of 5, and it was supposed to be at Q4. Yeah, right. But if you look at them, there's quite a few of them who are actually quite behind schedule, and I would also like CIG to communicate on that. So please help me out in the thread that I'm going to put in on Spectrum. Link is in the description down below. That is going to be really important. The more people discuss about that, the more this is being voted, the more chances we'll have of CIG reacting and maybe telling us, you know, at least an explanation. We don't want, you know, we don't want an apology or all of that, just an explanation what's going on, so that we can say, oh, okay, fair enough. That's all I'm asking. Anyway, guys, that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button. It is really helping the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. This is the Eradicator. I am signing out.